Hello and welcome back to the channel Life of Bonsai. In this video, I'm going to be doing a huge air layer in this trident maple. Now for a while, I've been wanting to know what to do with this tree, and ever since mid through last year, I decided that an air layer would be the best way. The tree is pretty much fully awakened, still maybe some buds here and there, but it's really pushing good growth. So it's the perfect time for me to start doing an air layer and making two trees out of one. So I'm going to be showing you the process of this air layer, and once it takes, I'll be making another video to show the update and if it was successful, which I'm pretty sure it is. Try the maples. I've heard that they can air layer real good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this air layer. And here's a close-up of the tree. So I'm thinking of doing the air layer somewhere around right here. There is a scar right there, which let me turn the tree and show you. It's quite heavy, and I don't know if you'll be able to see in the video. I don't think it's going to show. It's hard to tell, but there's a scar right there, and I'm thinking maybe do the air layer over the scar, and that's gonna give me a better cut when it comes to growing the apex for the rest of the tree. So the decision has been made, and for what I just learned as I was getting into air layering this thing, is that if I do the air layer right on the wound, that area of the wound is not going to have any roots, so there won't be any root growth. So I would have to either air layer or do some other things, and it won't look too pretty. So there's an option of doing a higher air layer, but that's too short. So I'm going to be doing a lower air layer right here. And then once it takes, the wood is up here, so I'll be carving that and creating a hollow to create a pretty interesting trident maple. So let's start doing that. So first things first, I do need to clean the area. So this little guy's going out, and I do have to do some chops on this thing just so I can be able to do the air layer nicely. So I think I'm going to have to remove these branches. Turn the tree to the side and get rid of all this growth. Alright, so I have this branch and this branch back here, so that should be enough. And now I do need to start cutting off the bark to be able to start the air layer process. So I think I would do around right here. That way it's not too low. So we'll start marking down this area. Where I'll be cutting the bark off. Going all around. So now I'm taking you up closer. And here we go. Not turning back now. Not turning back. So I do want to remove all the bark off the tree. If I leave any green, even if it's just a little strip right here, that is going to be acting as a bridge, and that would most likely cause the tree to heal and recover, and the air layer won't be successful. So I definitely want to make sure that I completely peel the bark off and take off that green without leaving any bridges. So this is what I'll be doing, and I'm just going to go all around the tree until I'm done. So I have all that completed, as you can see, completely peeled all around, and the next thing is just to prepare my sphagnum moss, which I'll be using, and I'll be using some clear wrap to wrap this area and have the sphagnum moss on it. And here is the trickiest part, to place the sphagnum moss on the earlier area, which I dislike. I always find it so complicated, especially on upright things, which gravity really doesn't help a lot. But then we're gonna make it happen for sure. And now, just to tie the edges, the bottom and the top, real tightly, just to not allow any moisture to escape from the bottom or the top. And I think that's pretty well placed. That should be really good. So I'm gonna trim this little. I use some like little rope, whatever you call it, to be able to tie it down, and some wire. Go, and I think that should be it for the air layer. Now the waiting game begins. So this is our air layer site right here, pretty well secured, and I used that plastic wrap to wrap your food or whatever, and I did a couple of layers of it. I like it because it's pretty clear, so I'll be able to see if roots are growing. Now there is two things that I could check for if it's successful. If I still see a lot of growth at the top, and then once I get more growth towards the bottom, then I'll be able to know that it has been successful. So I'll keep you guys updated with this huge air layer. Please subscribe, share, and you have an amazing day.